Hello, and welcome to UW-Stevens Point. First, let me say how excited we are that you're joining us as a new student. My name is Troy Seppelt, and I am the Assistant Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students for the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Today, briefly, we're going to be covering 4 areas. First, a way to get connected to our university. Second, a brief introduction of who we are as the Office of the Dean of Students. Third, some concerns that we'd like to share with you. And fourth, what you can do to help us address those concerns. First, believe it or not, I'd like you to take out your cell phone and connect to us in one of these 3 ways. Our office is on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, and we often post important information to students on these social media spaces and rebroadcast things happening at the university. This is a great way to get connected right now. So yes, really, take out your phone, find whichever app you would like to use, and please connect to us. As an additional incentive, we are giving away a $50 gift card to a new student who connects to us through one of our social media accounts. We'll be giving that away at the beginning of fall semester. So if you would like a chance to win that, please take a moment now and again, connect with us via one of these social media sites. So, who are we as the Office of the Dean of Students? Well, first, let me explain the role of the Dean of Students office. First, in joining UW-Stevens Point, you are already a member of one of the 5 colleges within UW-Stevens Point. While that might sound a little funny, a college is a way for a larger university like ours to divide up based on academic areas of study. So for example, we have the College of Fine Arts and Communications and the College of Natural Resources. And for those students who are undecided about a major, we have University College, a space designed specifically to support you as you start your education here at UW-Stevens Point. So each one of those academic colleges has an academic dean. And an academic dean's job is to hire amazing faculty to work alongside of you in the classroom, find money to support student research and student organizations within that college, and so on. So as you can see from this list, most of our job is connecting students to the right resources and the right offices to help them be successful, to help them manage those speed bumps, those roadblocks, or help them connect to the answers they need to be successful. So as I mentioned, speed bumps or roadblocks, sometimes those come as part of a student's decisions or something happens to them during their time at the university where we are here to help them. So every community has guidelines, and so do we. So as you can see, our office works with faculty and students to address potential academic concerns like academic misconduct and cheating, behavioral concerns. Ours is the office that both does prevention work and response to all reports of interpersonal violence that involve students. Those include reports of sexual assault, dating or domestic violence, stalking, or sexual harassment. And our office works with students who have been victims of an incident of hate or bias based on one or more of their identities. So we want to talk about a couple of concerns quickly. As you can see, students who choose to go on to college tend to drink more than their colleagues who did not go on for more higher education. And that is true for our students, like students at other colleges and universities. Our concern, of course, is that use of alcohol or drugs can get in the way of your success as a student and can impact others who live in your community or who are attending classes. And there's also the concern of binge drinking or dangerous alcohol consumption. It's important to remember, however, that almost 1/3 of our students choose to be alcohol-free for their entire university experience. Another concern we'd like to talk about is the issue of interpersonal violence. Again, interpersonal violence includes reports of sexual assault, dating violence, domestic violence, stalking, or sexual harassment. As you can see from this slide, the UW system received 791 reports of sexual assault involving students in 2016. And in 2018, our campus received 61 reports of sexual assault. Although not all of these incidents occurred while the person was enrolled as a student, it is important to know that we worked and supported those students who were kind enough and brave enough to share their stories with us. And these concerns don't only impact women or those who identify as women. 1 in 71 men could experience sexual assault during their time in college. So if you'd please take a look in your handout or in your bag, there's actually an additional resource that talks about these statistics and reporting and getting support if you or a friend is involved in an incident of interpersonal violence. So what is the university doing about these concerns? First, we've spent a lot of time in helping our students understand how and where to report a concern, and how and where they can get support, whether or not they choose to submit information to the university. Second, we spend time talking about consent and how we define it for our campus and our students as clear, willing, coherent, and ongoing for anything intimate, from holding hands to anything more. Next, we talk about the goal that every member of our community watch out for others. It really means that UW-Stevens Point students look out for each other, and if they see something concerning or potentially dangerous, that they make the decision to act. They don't presume that someone else is going to do something. They step up and intervene in some meaningful way, whether that means interrupting what is happening themselves, calling the police, involving another campus authority, whatever it takes to have whatever is happening stop, and so our fellow students can be safe. So what can you do? Well, believe it or not, you already have a little bit of homework. Every incoming new student is required to do an online course called Think About It. And Think About It is a great interactive online experience that talks about the choices related to alcohol and drugs, as well as have really important information about preventing interpersonal violence within our communities. For you, it's important to remember that it is required as a new member of our community. Every first-year student, every new transfer student, even every new graduate student is required to do the online course. It is a good online course in terms that it is interactive and engaging, and for you, as a new student, it is free. So please, when you get the email late in August at UW-Stevens Point email address, go online and do the course. Again, it is a really good online experience and will help you help us and our community address the concerns of alcohol and drug use and helping to prevent and stop interpersonal violence. Well, that's it for this brief introduction to our office and how you can be helpful in terms of joining our community. Again, please connect to us on social media. We really look forward to you joining us on campus, and thank you for joining us as a new student at UW-Stevens Point. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.